Hey everyone, what is up? It's Bloom. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I hope you're all having a great day. Well, so we need to talk about this. The Drag Race UK Season 3 cast has been revealed yesterday. And oh my god, shit is popping off all over social media about this casting. There's been a lot of controversy over this casting because people are now calling it out for being very whitewashed. So the cast was revealed yesterday and there is just one token black artist who has been casted. And yeah, I'm saying one token black artist, being Vanity Milan. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you look at this casting, do you really see a diverse representation of what drag in the UK is? I know that I definitely don't. Having been to a lot of drag shows in the UK, in London especially, this doesn't represent the full spectrum of UK drag for me at all. However, this season is a little bit different to previous seasons of Drag Race because finally a cisgender woman has been cast on the show. Contestant Victoria Scone is now the first cisgender woman to ever compete in any Drag Race franchise. So while that is a massive step forward, there's still a long way to go. Tayce, who was actually on season 1 of BBC Drag Race UK, actually spoke out about this yesterday, saying, "Congrats to all the season 3 slags. I'm so proud to see so many familiar faces and excited to get to know the unfamiliar. With that being said, I'm a little taken aback by the lack of diversity that's been casted, especially as I personally know so many incredible POC, trans and AFAB performers. Hopefully things will improve, and for now, I wish nothing but the best for the season 3 girls. You deserve all the love today. This is your moment. Live it up, hounds, and fuck it up always." Tayce definitely wasn't the only person that I saw speaking about the cast and how piss poor it was, how whitewashed it is. But Tayce is one of the more, I would say, well-known people because of being on Drag Race that I saw calling this out. Also, a lot of other artists who haven't been on a Drag Race show or anything like that, you know, who are putting on shows where they live, everything else, doing the damn thing. Artists have spoken out. One of those was Prinx Chiyo and also Virgin Xtravaganza. So I'm going to leave what they had to say here for you. This is from their IG stories. Honestly, I think that these are the people that people should be listening to when it comes to speaking out about inclusivity and everything like that within the drag scene.
My immediate thoughts, fucking hell. Vanity and Victoria, as the marginalised people in that space, must have had to do the fucking most. I'm rooting for them. Fuck RuPaul, fuck Drag Race, fuck your silence. When RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1 UK came out, I wrote an article for The Independent about how pale, male and stale the fucking cast is. And although this time around we've got icons, Vanity Milan and Victoria Scone, who I love, and I'm rooting for so hard, I feel like the basic principles of that article still apply, because if we take out these anomalies, that's exactly what they are. They are tokens and they are exceptions. I know that is actually in this cast. Just like, nothing is personal. Just know that if you're complicit in things that are predominantly white, then you're gonna get dragged. Like, you all took up that space looking around and seeing that Vanity was the only black person. So this show needs to die. We need to fuck this show off. We need to stop giving white men careers off an art form that the foundation is black trans people. Come on. I was putting off my workout because I was waiting to see if any white queens with a platform were actually going to address the lack of diversity, but I'd be here all day, so I guess I better get going, huh? I interrupt my workout just to say, cut this narrative. Cut it. That is drag kings next. Drag kings next. We've had a trans man got Mick. We've had a cis woman drag kings. We don't want it. We don't want your fucking show. Move. It's just mad to me how in June 2020, every single one of has posted your black squares and you were like, Black Lives Matter, but you don't want to champion black excellence whilst they're still around. Vanity is kiss. But do you know how many phenomenal black drag queens there are in the UK, period? Fam, most of them are Vanity's friends. You could have asked her to roll up with her squad. She would have brought Baby, Kiki Snatch, Caramel. Like, come on, bruv. Gives me the ick. All of you give me the ick, and you suck each other's dicks, and you use buzzwords like diversity, representation, drag is valid, but are you doing the work? Are you doing the damn thing? No. I've done enough talking on here for free. I know for a fact I have people watching this who write for the magazines and they write the articles, and you're going to review this lineup and blah, 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 blah. You can hop into my emails and ask for my opinion whilst paying me, please.
Like, Drag Race evolved. Like, I'm sure the concept of Drag Race, like, it did evolve from the ballroom scene. Category is runway. Putting together different looks. Like, this evolved from the ballroom scene. The ballroom scene is predominantly black. These are people of color that you know, originated the drag that we know and we celebrate today. So to see Drag Race, like, only have one actual black queen, two queens of color, and yes, an AFAB queen, it's just, and then the rest are white? It's uncomfortable. I find it uncomfortable. It really does not sit right very Mayo. And like, it's no shade to the queens that, are on there. Like I said in my comment on, the BBC thing, it's no shade to them, but like, it can't be like this. Like, it feels like a hijacking. It feels like I know RuPaul is black, but like, it feels like cultural appropriation by this point. Like, to not have more black representation. Like, Drag Race back in the day, like, some of you kids, like, you didn't watch it from season 1. It was so much more diverse back then, wasn't it? I mean, I remember it being so. Maybe I'm, like, totally inaccurate by saying this. But, like, I remember it being a lot more diverse than it is right now. And it's like, where is this going? Like, how this isn't representative of the community that I at least have a career in. And to still not have kings. To still not have kings. The thing that I love about drag is that there are no rules. Like, this is how I have approached my drag. Like, I approached it from, like, a character actor's perspective. I don't even really consider myself to be a drag queen, because, like, the drag is not where my art form is. The art form for me is in my writing and my ability to play a character. But that's what I love about drag, is that there are no rules, and Drag Race just perpetuate its own rules. Drag is this. Drag is predominantly cisgendered, predominantly white men dressing as women. And the art form is so much more diverse than this, and I just hope the show reflects that one day. At the same time, drag doesn't need to be the standard. It only is Drag Race doesn't have to be the standard. Like, it's only the standard because it's popular, and we've kind of made it out to be like that. I don't watch the show. And that's of no shade to any contestants that are on the show. I have a lot of friends who are on the show, but I don't like the show. I find it cheap, I find it base, and quite superficial, and quite mean-spirited, to be honest. So, on the one hand, like, yes, we can criticize it and we can hope for better, or we just don't have to pay attention to it. I mean, to be honest, like, it's not a television program that is going to age well. Like, it's proving itself to be on the wrong side of history, and time will show that.
I actually totally agree with that last point that Virgin Xtravaganza made. Saying that Drag Race is on the wrong side of history is very much how it feels like to me right now. Yes, they're making changes by including Victoria Scone, an AFAB queen, but it feels like it's too little too late to me, honestly. I'm thinking like, oh my God, where is HOLESTAR? Now, if you don't know HOLESTAR is a very well-known performer on the London drag scene especially. But, you know, like, they've inspired so many other people. And it's just madness to me to not have somebody like HOLESTAR on Drag Race UK, BBC season fucking 1. You know, now we're on season 3 and oh look, they decided to include one AFAB queen. But the fact that they've only got one POC, like, what is this mess? You know, one POC, when, as both Virgin and Chiyo said, you know, drag comes from ballroom culture, which is predominantly black. What the actual fuck is this? To be completely real with you, personally, I stopped watching Drag Race, honestly, about 2 seasons ago. I gave up on it because honestly, I just wasn't seeing the queer community that I think of, the queer community that I've been out in on nights out in the past. I wasn't seeing that queer community represented on the show. So I just kind of gave up on it and thought, oh well, fuck it, they're never going to change. Yeah, now, like I say, they've included Victoria Scone in this season 3, but like, the fucking whitewashing, I'm done. You know, I am done with this show at this point. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I'm sorry this one's been a little bit of a rant. This was just a quick little kind of call out video because we need to call this fuckery out, really. I mean, you know, this isn't good enough. In 2021, racism, misogyny, transphobia all has no place in the drag sphere, the drag community, whatever you want to say. It has no place here. And honestly, it's not good enough. We all need to call it out. If we don't call it out, then who the fuck is? You know, it's a shame that so many of the white Ru girls have stayed silent about this. Anyway, I am really going to go now. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please do let me know all your thoughts, comments and opinions on this Drag Race casting down below. Is there anyone that you're particularly rooting for? Is there anyone that you're excited to see? Or are you like me by this point where you've completely given up on the show and kind of lost all hope with it? Let me know in the comments down below. Love you guys. Take care. Stay safe. Stay well. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. I'll be back with more drama, more tea, more gossip, all that good stuff. Love you guys. Bye-bye.